Brian, I talk to coaches a lot about situations that come up that are, as I like to say, they're not in the manual. You know, when you learn to be a coach, when you plan to be a coach, there's certain situations that you just never anticipate, never plan for. And you've had a couple here that I wanted to talk about. The first was the tragedy that happened over on the practice field with Declan Sullivan, 20-year-old student here. He's a videographer. This is October 2010. We all know the story. He's up on the scissor lift filming practice, very windy day. It tips over and he dies. And I think people might assume, well, you know, you're the head football coach here and he was a kid shooting video and you're not expected to know everybody here. But from what I gather, you actually knew this kid pretty well. Am I right? Tell me a little bit about him.
Well, I knew Declan by chance because I don't know that every head football coach knows their videographers. They're students, they come and go. But it was in the summer, and he was on an internship in the summer, and he was in film and video, and he was putting together some film and video during the summer, and it was my first summer here, so I got a chance to know Declan a little bit, who was about as fun and good-natured guy as you'd want. And so we were able to build a bit of a relationship there, and so he was probably the only film and video guy that I can remember that I knew by first name, other than Hey You. And so, not that it really changed anything. You know, a loss of life is such a tragedy, but it hit home because I knew him personally as well. You know, tragedies of that magnitude require so much, you know, thought well beyond the program. You're thinking about every piece that goes along with how something like that happens. And the first part is accountability, you know, and making sure accountability is taken. And then how something like that never can happen again. And I think that's what we all did and what Notre Dame has done. And moving forward, honoring Declan in the right manner, which I believe we've had. And he's part of what we do every single day when we walk out onto that field. And
I know that his parents are around. And I mean, I remember, Brian, when that happened, you know, it's such a horrible situation, but you know, one of the thoughts in your mind is, oh, there's going to be a big lawsuit. And his parents never sued Notre Dame. And I saw a quote from his dad. Someone asked him, how come he never had a lawsuit? And his answer was, the school suffered enough. The school suffered enough. That's pretty remarkable, huh?
Yeah, they're remarkable people, and Declan was a remarkable son. And so, again, when we look back on it, you know, we have a fondness for Declan, but we also recognize how important it is that we all look at how we do our jobs every day, and how important it is that the care and custody of everybody that's involved in this program that's first and foremost, and safety is important.